making a big one.
Here's Castellanos to the outside, inside the 5, diving into that end zone with a stride. Touchdown, Noles. Tommy Castellanos. Welcome to Tallahassee.
Welcome to our post-game show here, and it's a great night for Florida State football fans all over the world here. Great win beating number 8 Alabama at home, 31-17. I'm Chris Heidel, and that's Adam Remise, and we're bringing Priscilla Proctor in. She's ready to go here. So, hi, Priscilla. How you
Go
doing?
Noles.
Yes. What a big win by the Noles this afternoon, 31-17. Very impressed by the way the offense was striving by the guy from Boston College. Thank God we found somebody who could actually play quarterback. That's a good thing.
That's my quarterback. I'm so excited. I mean, I cannot. Oh, this was great. Tonight was just great. Made my day.
Yeah. Well, I feel like, to me, when we talked to Tony and Mike at the ACC kickoff, Adam and I asked Coach Novell, like, you need a quarterback who runs the ball out of the pocket.
Dual threat.
And that's
exactly.
that's your offense. Last year, no offense to DJ, you want to sit back and drink a Kool-Aid or something and throw it over the middle. But if you have a quarterback, that gets out of the pocket, then that's how Florida State's offense works. Last year, we couldn't even get ourselves out of the pocket, and you see how suffering the offense was. And tonight was like a lot like 2 years ago, before that whole Jordan Travis hurting his ankle and everything went downhill.
Yeah, I think. Well, first of all, I'm so excited over this win. I cannot tell you. It's been a hard day because it's my mom's birthday. So,
I'm sorry.
Well, it's okay. Thank you. But this is great. This is a great gift. I mean, and here's the thing about it all. Like, we allegedly got pushed aside a year or so ago for allegedly for educational and entertainment purposes only. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think many people, myself included, felt pushed out. And now this is just the cherry on top to have this win tonight and to have it a couple of touchdowns ahead. I mean, it wasn't like a scrape by thing. Now, I worried a little bit when we came out of we came into the second half. I'm like, oh my gosh, are we losing steam? Because sometimes we'll come in and we'll be like right on it. And then all of a sudden it's like, why did you let that happen? Why did you let them come back? What's going on here? Or we'll come out with not a lot of steam. In the second half, we get going.
Right.
So, but I think that they, in my opinion, were pretty consistent tonight. They had a little bit of trouble, I think, in the beginning of the second half. Or was it that Bama, was trying their best to hang in there, right? But I think overall, considering last year and what we weren't sure we would see, that they were pretty consistent with. We definitely had a very good quarterback tonight and running backs, but I think the defense was super good. I mean, they were really good. And I think our offensive line, that's been our weakest point, or one of our weakest points, for quite some time now. But I think they did a pretty good job. What do y'all think?
Yeah. What do you think, Adam?
Yeah, I'll agree with Priscilla's call. She and I were talking throughout the game, and I was like, after what happened last year, after getting left out of the BCS when we were undefeated, this knocking off an Alabama team like we did, who was ranked 8th, I know, and it's like, I have a lot of friends who picked Alabama to win, y'all, and Tommy Castellanos, what he said, at the beginning of the year, he ate his words.
Yeah.
It was like, what a debut for Florida State. And when Chris and I were at the ACC kickoff, when Coach Norvell signed like a preacher, he backed that up tonight and was like, dudes, where was this last year when we needed it? It's like, I mean, to see that, you know, we snapped Alabama's 23 game winning streak, you know, for season openers. That's saying something. And to see the fans, you know, flock onto the field after a win, it's like, it sounds like, but it sounds like the old FSU, you know, back in the 90s when Mickey Andrews was, you know, our defensive coordinator. Tony White, wowee. I know Ty Simpson has been waiting patiently to make his debut for Alabama. I mean, there were several times that, you know, he did make a few mistakes, but he won't bring it. And I think the crowd played a huge factor. You looked at, you know, they had a few delayed games. And I was like, that crowd. I mean, I think that crowd, you know, was incredible, awesome, and, you know, it disrupted Alabama a lot, a whole lot. And I think that's one of our keys, you know, to victory.
Yeah, and I think and Priscilla, you know this. My dad told me when I was a kid growing up, there's some guy named Joe Namath who basically started mouthing off down at the Orange Bowl saying, "I guarantee we're going to beat the Colts." You know, in '63. And at the time, they're like, "Oh my God, how dare you say that? The Colts are going to run you over, run you out of town." And he backed it up and won it. And I think Tony did the same thing. He did it like a Joe Namath, basically saying, "I guarantee you we're going to beat Alabama on August 30th." And everybody started laughing at him. And my brother thought it was funny. This morning, he texted me, he goes, "Why did your quarterback start running his mouth?" I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Maybe we want to try something new." I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, he put his money where his mouth is,
Right.
and
I think
he backed it up.
backed it up. And I think now, you know, we're back, you know, and I sent a text message to my brother, and this is kind of hateful. I like elephants, but I told him put the foot on the elephant's throat and knock him out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt that there was chemistry there tonight too. And I've mentioned this numerous times. I think it's really important to have chemistry with your players. And it seemed like that we had that back. I didn't feel that with our team last year, you know.
I think last year's team was kind of like we didn't go to the the college football playoff. Mike was all upset because what happened.
I think there was, shell shocked.
Yeah, shell shock, and I heard, and you heard stories rumbling that we talked off with Mike about it. That he was being John Gruden. He was basically staying up until 3 a.m. trying to figure out what to do to become a better coach, and he put too much pressure on himself.
Yeah.
And then when we went to Ireland, we scored them the opening series, and then okay, it looks like it's going to be like Florida State of old, and then everything from that series, that touchdown against Georgia Tech, just went downhill. And then I don't think he knew how to fix the problem because he never had that problem before.
Yeah.
So I think he tried everything to fix everything, and I think this year he got the right people. Gus Malzahn is, thank God he decided not to be coach of Central Florida anymore. That was really nice of him to come over here to be the offensive coordinator for a guy who's just so used to being the head quarterback, head coach. It's great to have head coaches on that roster.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then you got a guy from Nebraska who, his defense was pretty good up in Syracuse because our friend Dan DeTora told us all about him up in Syracuse, how he was great up there for his 1-2 years he was up there. I guess Syracuse had a really great defense or something like that. Yeah, so Mike puts in the right pieces, and then also closing, training camp to the media. That's a smart idea.
That was really big. That was huge.
Yes, it's kind of pisses people off who in the media like, well, how dare you do that? But they do that all the time in the NFL. They do it in the NFL too. So it's like, so, and Mike wanted to keep everything under lock and key. And that's the whole thing, lock and key. And then we got Johnny Mack, who's probably from the stadium. He just logged in.
I have no confidence that you actually know how to go live.
Hey,
Hello?
buddy. Hey.
Hello, Johnny.
Now look, hey, look. Shh.
How's the focus down
Hey,
there?
guys.
How's the post game? How's everything
Hey,
going? It looks like you guys having fun down there.
Hey, it's Johnny Mack. Y'all, are we here?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hey, I'm really sorry. I'm tailgating right now after this awesome win.
I don't blame
Go ahead
you.
and tailgate. We'll get
I got
out there.
fans behind me. Hey, we just whooped Alabama's ass. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is
Go Noles,
live
baby.
outside No Campbell, son. We are live outside No Campbell after whooping Bama's ass.
Yeah.
Hey, call Paul Fine Mom. We want to whoop his ass tonight.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We are live. We are hyped. I'm here at the tailgate.
Like FSU to the family.
Man, we are doing the damn. I'm sorry. It's the best
How
I
about
can.
them
We are
Noles?
outside the tailgate right now after that big win, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Folks, we're
Florida
live.
State, baby.
We're
Florida
live.
State. Florida State, son. Hey, I'm sorry. I don't know if I can't hear y'all, but I want y'all to experience what's going on in this parking lot right now. We are so hyped. We just won that game. Everybody can suck it. Wasn't even a question. It was over. It was over at halftime.
Thank you.
Sorry. I love you guys so much. I'm really sorry. I'm going to try to do this right now if y'all want to do it. But I love you guys so much.
Love you too. Enjoy. See ya. Enjoy.
Have a
All right,
good
no,
time,
hey.
Johnny Mac.
All right. I'll be calm for a minute if we want to talk.
No, I'm saying have fun. Enjoy. We'll talk to you this week. How about that?
Okay, hey man, I'm really sorry. It's just, man, everybody's so hyped right now. Leaving that stadium was amazing. Winning that game was amazing. I'm sorry I had to tune in with you guys because I want to see y'all. I want y'all to see what's going on in the parking lot right now. The IM fields are
Is it
packed. Everybody is
pandemonium?
partying in Tallahassee tonight. We are done being everybody's bitch. We are kicking everybody's ass this year.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sorry.
Hell yeah.
That's all right, folks.
Man, I love you guys.
All right, buddy.
We
Sorry,
love you
I love-
too. Party on.
Hey,
Party
I
for
love you
us.
guys. Hey, I'm sorry. I had to tune in with you guys.
We love you,
All
Johnny.
right, have fun.
Have a good
Enjoy.
time.
Enjoy.
I love you guys. Go
Love you
Noles.
too.
Go
Go
Noles.
Noles, baby.
Go Noles.
Noles.
Yeah.
This is live from No Campbell. We are, hey, everybody, live from No Campbell right here. Let's go. Go Noles.
Woo.
Woohoo.
Man,
All
it's
right,
amazing.
buddy.
I'm
All
sorry.
right, buddy. Have a
We're
good
Y'all,
just
day.
hey, do your thing. I'll be in touch. I'll be in touch with y'all, okay? I'm sorry. I just had to
Have
tune in
fun,
and let y'all
Johnny.
show the excitement that's going on in Tallahassee right now. We deserve this. We earn this. We deserve every bit of this.
After
we
what
do.
we went through, oh my gosh, yes.
I'm
This
so
is
What a
awesome.
night
No,
tonight.
man,
My
after
son
last
can hear it
year,
all the way over
you know
his
what?
apartment.
After last year, we earned
It
every
was
bit of this.
terrible.
We
So,
deserve every
so
bit of this.
demoralizing.
Yes.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
so happy for
in 3
everybody. The
weeks,
team,
at least it's
the
going to be 3-0
students, the
now.
fans, the coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny. Enjoy. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay, hey, I'm sorry, man. I had to chime in with you guys live from the
Hey,
parking lot.
Johnny, be
I felt like
safe.
y'all
Have fun.
deserved it.
Safe,
Y'all
okay?
needed it. We're here.
Have adult beverage for us, okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love you guys, man. I love you guys. I'll talk to you
Love you
soon.
too.
All right,
Love you,
buddy.
Johnny. Love you, brother.
All right, bye, you guys.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Oh.
Oh man.
That
My
was
son
awesome.
could hear everything all the way over to his apartment.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And that was during the game. He's like, Mom, I can hear it. Like it's like right there. So
Yeah.
you know what? This is just what a fun
This is
night. What a
like-
great night for
yeah, it's-
everybody who's a Noel fan who went through 2023 and then the horrors of 2024.
I know.
We're picking ourselves back up off the floor, y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
Brushing ourselves off and we're coming. We're coming for it again.
Well, let's just talk. Let's recap the game real quick.
One game at a time.
Right.
Thank you. Thank
One
you,
game at a
Priscilla.
time.
Yes.
You got to
Yes.
focus on the next one. This one tonight is over. That's great. We can't sit there and go, "Ugh," because I think that can be sometimes part of the problem. Now you got to focus on the next one.
Exactly.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so
agree.
let,
Yeah,
the,
and-
let the
and-
fans like Johnny do all the woohoo, and then we got to focus on the next one.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is if you look at the stats, Bama had more penalties than we do, because I know last year we had a lot of
Oh.
penalties.
Yeah.
Penalties. penalties were part of our game last year. Like we had all these hotheads who didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're out of town. But
So what was your, can I ask y'all, what was your favorite play of the game?
I think it's the great play of the game is when I got back from my niece's birthday party because I pulled like Nicole had a doctor's appointment. I was like,
Okay.
that was a bad thing to do, but oh well. Yeah. But because I was up there and they're watching the Penn State game. I'm like, I don't want to watch this crap. No offense to Penn State, I don't watch this crap. Can we turn this off? I feel bad for CBS right now. But anyway, so I get home and I saw the score was like 17-7, and Adam called me. I was on the way home, and in that first series in the third quarter when we basically just we stopped them.
We kind of but don't you feel like we kind of slowed down a little bit in the third quarter? It was a bit worrisome.
Yeah.
I was like, uh oh.
Yeah, I think the Alabama experience came into play because I think they're a little more equipped for these big games, and we're not used to it yet because we haven't had since 2 years ago. Let's bring in Danielle. Danielle's in the bullpen. I know she just rushed.
Oh,
Hey.
Hey, Danielle.
Hey.
Hi.
Did you go to the game?
Yes, we had
Did you go to the game?
tailgate party.
No, I had to give up my ticket because my son was coming over to watch, and I don't think he's going to be living in Tallahassee much longer. So I want to make sure to spend this season with him. So he came over and cooked, and it was what a day, man! What a day! Gosh,
How about them Noles?
that felt great.
We
I'm
do
sorry. I
have
thought
Adam-
you guys were going on at 8, so I apologize for being
No, it's
late.
okay.
You're all good, sweetie. You're all good.
I was trying to go on quicker so I could get dinner done.
I was packing up food for him as he was leaving, so that's what I was
Hey,
doing.
Chris, it's called.
Yes.
We need to. It's called. For Florida State fans. Well, we need to.
All right.
Yes,
we'll
we
bring in
have
your
an
friend.
Alabama fan joining
Yeah.
us. So let's bring in from the voice of college football, representing the Alabama Crimson Tide. My good friend Jackson Johnson is joining us right now. So, so Jackson, you're surrounded by Florida State people.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I'm here to take. I'm here to take my mess. And
okay. So so
Go ahead.
what was your take on what happened from an Alabama perspective?
honestly, we didn't utilize our running game, and the play calling was bad today. But maybe it's just the first game kinks. We're just getting out. Because honestly, some people are just like throwing the baby out with the bathwater, saying that it's all over. But I mean, it's one game, not week 11, not week 13.
Right.
But it's still pretty bad because like Kalen DeBoer looked pretty emotionless. And Jeffrey and I just got off a little while ago on the postgame show. We literally were just stating off on how things are in Tuscaloosa at the moment. It's not good. Not good at the moment, but we'll know more on how things are turning out by the time we play Wisconsin 2 weeks from now. If we're having a bad night for a little bit against Louisiana Monroe next week, that's how you can tell whether we need to kind of change signs a little bit.
Well, we dealt with that last year, Jackson. We did. Like that was that Charleston Southern Danielle.
Yeah.
Like it was our Super Bowl last year. Like we scored like 55 points, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, we scored 55!" Yeah. I'm like, hello, it's Charleston Southern, and not like it's Clemson. Yeah.
And that's part of the glory of it because we didn't know. Practices, like we've talked about, practices have been closed all year. We had no clue. We had 44 new players. We have a new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, new coaches all around, pretty much, minus Norvell coming out. And we had no clue what was going to walk
we
out
were
on
going to
us
see.
today. And what it was going to look like. I know, White runs a 3.35, and I was like, is this going to work? Well, hell yeah, it did. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. It was, yeah.
I will say Florida State came to play today. They were prepared, because they heard it all. You guys heard it all season. 2-10 this, 2-10 that. Mike Norvell should go. Mike Norvell needs to go away. This, that, and the other, right? Y'all heard it all. Thomas Castellanos guys' team got everybody motivated. Was like telling everybody, we can beat Bama. We can beat Bama. And guys let me laugh. I will admit, I laughed my butt off. Like, nice try, boys. But Castellanos got motivated. I'll tell you right now, if I was one of the teammates of Castellanos, I'd want to play alongside with him. Because, I mean, you're getting everybody motivated.
Right.
Yeah, we saw leadership today, and that's something that we'd been lacking last
that's
year.
what I
Big time.
said. We
So
desperately
leadership,
needed it.
both sides of the ball. It was just, I can't even, I don't have words for what I saw today. It was just glory.
Our O-line showed up.
We needed
Our
it.
O-line showed up a little bit. Our defense showed up. I think, I was telling them, Danielle, earlier, I think everybody, everybody did well. You know what I mean? Like they were, like, how sometimes we've been worried about the O-line and this and that and the other. Everybody pulled together and played their part well today.
Right.
Best we've seen the offensive line play since 2013, hands down. And that has been the reason for so many shortcomings of us. Yeah, we went undefeated a couple years ago, absolutely. But Jordan Travis also had to run for his life every single play. We know that, and ultimately he got injured. Today, Castellanos, he was able to throw, he was able to run, he was able to do both. We were blocking, and I'm like, okay. I seriously was on the verge of tears. I'm not even going to lie to you after what we've been through. So
it's like a whole new team, a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. Well, Jackson, let's talk about your side of the ball. You had that new guy Simpson, your quarterback, who sat on the bench for a couple of years, and he did okay. It's his first start. Everybody had their first starts today, and he found that your wide receiver, I think, was number 9. He was your main target. So if we couldn't contain him, I think that if they could, they kind of contained him at the end. But if you got, he was basically tearing up the secondary. So that he could have gone with that more often during the game.
Oh yeah, like we had a missed opportunity in tackling Castellanos, like sacking him at one point. That play where it was like the late hit, like we didn't get him or nothing. Like it was like, come on, dude, like. Don't be pushing him out of bounds like when he's already got his toes out of bounds. Like, nah, that was no.
Yeah,
that was dumb.
Yeah,
extremely dumb.
Well, next week
I will say this, Jackson. There was a play that I believe it was a 4th down play that ties. It was like 4th and 8 or 4th and 9, and Ty Simpson could have run for the first down, and he didn't. And it was like you had it. What the?
That was
Yeah,
that shocked me. I was kind of like, I was glad he didn't, but definitely shocked me.
Well, I think everything was all around better for Florida State that we've seen over the years. Because it reminded me about 2000. A couple of years ago when we went 13-0, like everything was gelling the right way. Like the defense played like they played like lights out. Like I remember talking to Jared Versa after the ACC championship game, and I said, "You pitched almost like a shutout." He goes, "You haven't seen nothing yet." And I still remember that. And then we didn't get a chance to go to the college football playoff because the committee somehow had some problem with the ACC for some apparent reason. The guy who ran it was a guy from North Carolina State. So I was like, what is your problem, dude? I was like, give me a break. Bubba, whatever his name is, or some guy. Who was the head of the college football playoff. The guy who comes on and talks to ESPN all the time. You're like, oh, we picked this guy and that guy. And, I was like, okay, dude, what do you have a beef against Florida State for? There's
a lot of people do.
I don't know.
We shouldn't now. I mean, it's like last year is last year, and this year we're 1-0, and it's like we took down the number 8 team in the country. It's like it's hard to win against a top 10 team, and we did it, and we snapped Alabama's long season opener winning streak. I mean, and that's saying something, coming from us after last year.
Right.
Yeah, most definitely. And we had some gutsy moves. Overall, it wasn't like last year we did some kind of gimmicky stuff. I didn't see that. We did go for it on 4th and 1 that one time. And it was but it was the right call and it was beautiful. showing faith in your team at the right time. So, I mean, it was just all cylinders. What can you say? I'm floored. I'm absolutely floored. I'm so happy. It's just been a long time coming. It really has.
Right.
Especially the offensive line and the defensive line. Like, I've been yelling about trenches for years. You can give me 5-star running backs, 5-star wide receivers, whatever, but they can't do anything without trenches, and today we had them. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to do. Like, I'm just speechless.
Well, it's called, I'll say this, we haven't had a good O-line in Fremer, like you mentioned, Danielle, and it's like, in that throw that Tommy had to Squirrel White, it's like, he dove for the ball. I was like, where was this last year when we needed it? And it was like, I mean, it was an incredible catch. In the following play, he ran it in for the touchdown. It's like, well, like Joe Tessitore of ESPN said, welcome to Tallahassee.
Yeah. And Tommy's a leader. It shows.
Oh,
I mean, it absolutely shows. And that has been something we've needed for a really long time. I can't, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not saying anything bad, but certain quarterbacks are the right fit for this program and certain ones are not. I never thought DJ was going to be the right fit for this program.
Right.
I'm glad that y'all aren't having DJ anymore. Like, I think, although it's like the Bama fan of me is like, I wish he was there today, but you know what?
Understandable. My whole family's from Alabama. My whole family's from Alabama. I was the first to be born in Florida, in Tallahassee. So they're avoiding me right now, but I'm going to find them later.
They're avoiding you right now. Yeah. Until what, Thanksgiving? When everybody, will be back to normal. Hey, thanks for coming. Hey. Yeah.
We'll talk again by Thanksgiving. No, actually, 2 of them have birthdays coming up or in early September. So,
wow.
I'll send them an FSU bouquet,
Yeah, it's got send them like, I mean, you can get them like a
red and gold roses
or something like that. Yeah. I mean,
so.
But I think like today, we were talking about this before Priscilla joined us, and hold on, what's going on with my computer here? Can you guys still see me?
Yeah.
No,
okay. Good. I don't know why my computer's like being stupid up here, but anyway,
my phone's blowing up on my end about like DeBoer this, DeBoer that.
I was about to ask, do you guys? I mean, like, because I know with your fan base, like losing Saban is so huge and so monumental.
Oh, yeah.
And is it at the point now where people are questioning, because you guys still have so much depth at so many positions, you're just loaded everywhere, and your offensive line doesn't even look human. What was it? Was it 74? He is massive. Their offensive lineman, it was a left tackle. Oh my gosh. He looks like he's 8'1", 420 and agile. So I was like, at first when the game started and I saw Alabama's offensive line in that first drive, I was like, we may be in trouble. Can't say I was expecting what happened next. I really can't, because I'm just so used to, what we went through last year. So.
Yeah, well, I had asked what y'all's favorite play was. Mine was the throw to Squirrel White. What was y'all's?
That was mine. That was mine.
That one and Danzy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Danzy. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that one too.
Okay, that was my other one. Yeah.
Well, I do have something for that about the squirrel. So hold on a second here. Hopefully my computer can let me do it. All right, here it is.
3.
That's perfect.
What was that?
That's from Home Alone.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
There we go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. On the way home from my niece's party, like squirrel. I'm like, that's from Christmas vacation. Like, yeah.
It was our Christmas today.
It was.
It continues.
It was. I was like, I have a quarterback that's a leader. He can run. He can throw. That, oh my gosh, we're blocking for him. And then you have a defense that made adjustments. Because at first, the defense, I was like, is this 3-3-5 going to work? And they made adjustments immediately, and it was over. I mean, it was lights out after that. So,
well, before we wrap this up here, because I want to get dinner ready for Nicole and I. But Jackson, what do you take away from? I know this is Alabama losing tonight, but what do you?
Well, it is. It's the first time since 2001 that Alabama has lost a season opener. That was against the UCLA Bruins. That was in the dark ages of the internet.
Okay.
Where we had no YouTube, no Twitter, no Instagram.
Nice. So,
but
yeah,
it was a wild ride today. But the best part about being down is the only way to go is up.
Right.
That's true.
Exactly. I agree.
That's how we felt.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I would have settled today. Because people were saying, "What did you want to win?" Blah blah blah, and I said, "I want them to go in there and look competitive. That is all I'm asking." After what we did, they did, and they were competitive enough to win, and I am thankful. So,
yeah,
I'm great, man.
Yeah, I'm thankful too, and hopefully next week we don't have a down game against Eastern Texas A&M.
I will say to you though, do not let the Bama game go to your head.
Nope.
Treat every game like it's Alabama,
right?
And you are good to go.
And the only thing that's good for that for East Texas A&M, the coach used to be the coach of the arena football team up in Philadelphia, the Soul. So I know the guy, Chris Dorrell. I forget his name, but I met him years ago when he was the coach of the arena football team. So I guess he brings arena football to college football. It's going to be weird. All right. Well, Jackson, thanks for coming on tonight, big guy.
Thank you for having me on. Thank you for sending me the invite, gentlemen.
You're welcome.
We'll get you on again down the road, okay?
Absolutely. Love to do some more collaborations, good buddy.
All right,
it's nice meeting you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
All right. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're going to – Danielle, you missed Johnny Mack. He was at the tailgate party. It was funny.
No, I'm sorry. I swear I thought it said 8:00. I don't know.
I was trying to manage what time the game was going to be over because it didn't start on time because of the Syracuse Tennessee game ran over.
Right.
So I was trying to figure out, is it going to be 3:45, 4 o'clock? And I'm thinking, okay. And then everything kept going, and I'm looking at the clock on. I guess we could go early. Yeah, I should have sent you guys a message. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It was just we were all screaming and yelling. It took me a minute to get my voice back anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I believe it.
My hands hurt from clapping and high fiving, and
Nice.
Well, we do
have a good night, y'all. It's been a really good afternoon and evening.
It's how we did get a message from our good friend coach Chris Kohlmeyer, who is the head coach of the Mercer softball team, and he's probably watching the LSU Clemson game as we speak. So he did put that on Twitter, and I responded, "Thank you."
Yeah, awesome. and he actually was clapping and yelling at the TV all day. So I'm like, I guess we have no voice too, like. Yeah, but by the end of this game, by the end of the LSU Clemson game, he's probably going to be at practice on Monday going.
Yeah, seriously, it was
holding up signs like Roadrunner, But anyway, for next week, we're going to be a 12 noon kickoff against East Texas A&M. So we'll probably be on after I get back home from work. So it'll probably be like 4:30 or something like that. Because the game will be over by 3. So maybe 4:30.
It'll probably be over it'll be officially over, after the game, but technically it could be over by halftime the way,
Well, we can't,
I assume that.
I know.
That. Yeah. We can't assume that this, we're going to take on this team that right now is going to be playing SMU later. We can watch them on ESPN on the ACC network, and see what they look like. But I don't think we can't take any team lightly because you never know. This team could come in next week and shock us, and we'll be like, okay, we're back to square one again.
Hey guys, Scott, I got some breaking news. FSU lands a commitment from legacy wide receiver Jonah Winston, Jameis's brother,
All
younger
right.
brother.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
That's awesome.
So it's
Awesome.
like it continues. So hopefully he's as good as his brother was when Jameis was in Tallahassee.
Exactly. Before we go, what is one thing, Danielle, you enjoyed about today? I think we're all excited about a win for the first time in this is the third win we've been doing this. So we don't really have wins on this show, you know?
Yeah.
The offensive line. There's so many things I love about that game. You know, Tommy and what he did, and the defensive line. Oh my gosh! But part of FSU, like this problem forever, like I've been saying, has been the offensive line. And today oh my gosh, we had one. Those 4 transfers are working out. So good stuff.
Yeah. Priscilla, what was one thing you liked about today?
I agree with Danielle. The offensive line, everybody's right. We've needed one for quite some time now. So they looked really good. We've got a little bit of work, I think, but they're going in the right direction. But my favorite part, I think, was just seeing the new quarterback come in and do his thing and run it. And he was feisty. I mean, I love it. So
Adam, what is your
I love the name Squirrel. I mean, just all of it, everything. This is what Seminole football is all about tonight.
Yeah. To me, I think
what it's all
one
about.
thing has got to be our defense. Tony White came in from Nebraska. Herb Hand was there as well. And it's like what we saw holding Alabama to 17 points. That's saying something about our defense.
Yeah.
So I was quite happy and we did sack Ty Simpson 3 times. So it's like, it felt like me. I know it's just one game, but to me, it felt, with that defense, it felt like Mickey Andrews was.
For a moment in time, it was like going back to the 90s, the early 90s.
Yes.
Just for a moment in time.
Oh, yeah.
It was great stuff. We deserve to feel like this after what we've been through.
Been through a lot.
Been through a lot.
Amen to that, girls. Amen to that.
Nice to see us getting back on track. So
yes.
Absolutely. So we'll see y'all next week.
Yep. And we'll do this show. I think we'll do it next Saturday at 5:30 because I get off of work at 4 and I got to come home and make sure everything's good to go. So we'll just do 5:30. That might be
Sounds good.
I'm
probably a little better. Yeah.
All right.
So 5:30 next Saturday. So, ladies, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks
for having me.
Appreciate it. Let's go home.
Go Noles.
Peaceful night. Wait, enjoy a nice night of relaxation. That's what I.
Yes, victory. Enjoy the sweet
dinner.
taste of victory. So.
Yes.
All right, folks, we're going to wrap it up. We'll see you all next Saturday night here at 5:30. So
sounds good.
Have a good night, everybody.
Take care, y'all.
Bye,
everybody. And go Noles.
Go Noles.